Welcome to Six Figure Trucker, the podcast where we share advice on how to be successful in trucking and have fun while doing so. We'll share stories, news, and advice on how to earn six figures in trucking, and we'll speak to guys and gals that are already doing so. Let's get to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. You know, this is a venue where we elevate and celebrate the drivers of our company. We wouldn't be able to have a company, obviously, without them, and we make them a priority. And we always like to talk to them about life on the road and life off the road. And joining us now is Medley Fleuranvil. And we talked to him last week about his road, where his transport that was taking him to New Jersey. But Medley, how are you this morning?
I'm doing wonderful, sir. I can't complain. I'm alive.
Love it, love it. Now, Medley, you'd shared with us that you live down in West Palm Beach.
Yes, sir. The sunny state.
What's
Nice.
life like down there for you?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's amazing. I would there's no place like home. It's always sunny. There's a couple rain here and there, but I can't complain. I love Florida.
There's a lot to love about it. And are you a family man?
I currently no kids right now, but yes, I'm a big family man. I have a lot of siblings. If anything, I'm the last of many. I would say the last of 13 kids, but yeah, I'm a big family man. Yes, sir.
You guys get together a lot?
Yeah, we tend to do, and we chat a lot over the phone when we can, when everybody's not busy in a sense. But yes, sir.
Now, for you, we talked about this last week. You do almost 700 miles a day. How often do you get back to West Palm Beach? I mean, because we were looking at 8,200 and some change miles per month. How often do you get back to West Palm?
I would say I tend to do if I'm doing per se, I tend to do 3 weeks out the month if I can. And I would just try to do a week or I would say 4 or 5 days at home, and stuff like that. Try to see family, try to see most of my family within 2 days and stuff like that, because everybody lived around the same area in a sense. So from there, I see my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, my nieces and nephews and stuff like that, and try to see as much people as I can. And then from there, I just get right back on the road, keep on trucking, But besides that, I just try to keep that way and try to see as much people as I can.
Gotcha. Now, we had talked about last week some of the things you like to do. West Palm Beach is a good place to do it. It's fishing.
Yes,
That's
sir.
something, a new thing you've started doing?
Yeah, I just started doing it because my buddy of mine, he's starting to get into it himself, and I tried it for the first time. It was a nice thing to do, I'm not gonna lie, especially being from Florida. I believe I came to find out the couple fishes that we caught were local basses in the local lakes that we have nearby and stuff like that. But they weren't that big. But
Mhm.
someday I want to catch me a big fish, But they were small babies, and stuff like that. You got to release them back. You can't do nothing with them, So yes, sir.
Now, do you have all the equipment for this? What kind of equipment do you have, or were you working with your buddies, or do you already have your stuff that you
Yeah,
need?
yeah. If anything, I don't have the equipment yet myself. I will invest the money to get my own equipment, but he has already hit his fishing poles, different type of fishing poles, the bait, the all 9 yards, the little bob that floats on top of the water, everything, the hooks and everything. Yes, sir.
Now, we were talking about last week, you and I were talking about off air about a business venture that you work with your brother.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us a little bit about that.
Basically, it's a business it's an apparel business. It's pronounced Fly. It's spelled PHLY, and it's also an acronym that stands for Peace, Happiness, Love Yours. It's a business that he started. It's still up and going. He started in the year of 2012, and then we're still going with it. And also that's been another thing that been having trials and tribulations. We have our good moments, we have our bad moments. We have our good moments, we have our bad moments. But that's what makes the business flows. It's gonna be like that. It's not always gonna be, sunshine and make money, make money. There's gonna be times where, we make the money. There'll be times that we don't make any money and stuff like that. But besides that, we mostly importantly care about the customers, make sure they're happy with the product they buy from us at the end of the day too. So yeah. And also with the company, we sell all type of apparel, going from shirts, t-shirts, jackets, overalls, socks, duffel bags, and we even one time we even sold pillows at one point in time. I don't know if the demand is that demand is there for that, but we do everything.
How do you guys market yourselves and distribute?
Basically with the marketing, we tend to do the ads through social media like Instagram, Facebook. That's what most of our I would say the customers that tend to buy our stuff, they're mostly on social media. Everything right now is on social media, you know. So we try to
Oh
push out
yeah,
the ads through there and we see what people like. We give them a rough draft of what's soon to come, and we get the feedback, and if everybody likes it, we tend to push out the product one by one by one by one. Yes, sir.
now is your distribution local, national? How do
Oh,
you guys do that?
yeah, the distribution. Basically, we have an online store also, but we used to have a storefront. We're still looking for another one. We had a storefront over in Orlando, Florida, because that's where my brother resides. So we had a storefront in Orlando, Florida. Right now, we're looking for another storefront as we speak. But besides that, we have our own online store.
Gotcha. What's your role in company in with this fly, the company fly? Are you a support? What kind of things do you do with your brother?
Basically, like helping with creating like the ideas, bringing the stuff out to life, and also being hands-on. Because sort of some of our pieces tend to be like we create some of our pieces. So I do a little bit of sewing myself. I'm still learning. So if it's not with sewing, also working the press, like pressing the basically the words onto the shirt and stuff like that. Basically hands-on. I'm almost like a hands-on type of guy, but basically helping with ideas also. But my brother tends out to be the guy behind the scene that develops all the ideas and stuff, and I'm the second brain for when it comes to that. So he tends to
I
ask me
got
for my opinion, and if it connects together, we just bring it out to life, and it goes from there.
Gotcha. Peace, happiness, love, and yours.
Yes.
Do you guys put like slogans, catchphrases, that kind of thing on shirts?
When it comes to the design and stuff like that, we try to keep it simple. So we basically keep it simple. We just keep the fly on the t-shirts, and sometimes it'd be like a certain theme. Like we try to come up with a theme for that that month and stuff like that that appeals to the customers and stuff. So we
I
just
got
keep
you.
it simple, you know. Keep it simple because everybody likes simplicity, you know. So we don't try to put too much on the clothing.
I got you. You're listening to Medley Fleuranvil here on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Medley's joining us from the open road there, but we're talking what he does when he's at home, and we've established fishing, just getting into that, and working with his brother in this clothing company that they have. And there's one passion that you and I talked about that you've had since you
Yeah.
were a young boy. What
Yes,
what, what
sir.
would that be?
Playing video games. I'm a big gamer at heart. And I recently started streaming. So, I've been playing video games since Nintendo 64, and right now I'm playing the latest consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox One Series S. But yeah, I'm a big gamer. I tend to play competitive battle royale games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and I even try to take it up a notch, try to compete local. And if one day I make it to the big leagues, try to play worldwide, that would be terrific.
What appeals to you about it? I mean, is it the competitive side of it? Is that what keeps you plugged in?
Yeah, it's basically the competitive side, and also most of the games that I play, like I said, Call of Duty, Fortnite, is basically working with others, meeting new people in a sense, try to work out the problems, try to see on how we gonna win this game, you know, try to come up with tactics that will work, because not all the time we're gonna win games, but we try to be better every day when it comes to playing that too, you know. So come up with tactics, try to see if we could become number one when winning, when playing that game, you know. But most entirely, just playing with different people, learning who they are, and yeah, just trying to win overall.
Hey, that's a great strategy. Do you
Yeah.
play when you're on the road, when you're in a hotel like this? Is that something you do to
I
relax,
tend
wind down?
I do, but it's not all the time that I'll be able to play also, because also too the guys that I usually play with, my team, they, everybody's working and stuff like that. Our schedules don't align. So most of the time
Right.
I would try to see if I could squeeze in a little gaming if I can. If not, I mostly wait until I get back home and I just play every day, literally. Play every day and try to compete with other people.
Medley Fleuranvil driving and playing when he can. And you
Yeah.
do a lot of driving, as we established last week.
Yes,
And
sir.
Medley, we certainly appreciate you spending some time with us and sharing your experiences on the road and sharing a little bit about your personal life and things that make you who you are. Thank you very much, Medley.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you for Northern Transport for having me.
All right, Medley. Have a good week. Stay safe out there.
I will, John. You too.
Six Figure Trucker is brought to you by Norton Transport. Norton Transport is a drive-away trucking company that customers can rely on. It offers excellent independent contract driving opportunities to professional, courteous, and qualified drivers that can provide the kind of service we deliver. If you're interested in learning more about Norton or just want to subscribe to the show, check out 6-figuretrucker.com. That's 6-figuretrucker.com.